Now let us discuss about potential method using incrementing a binary counter in amortized analysis. In the last video, we have seen about potential method using stack operations. I will share that video link in the description as well as first comment. So here incrementing a binary counter is nothing but incrementing a binary number. Here in amortized analysis, we have three methods such as aggregate method, accounting method and potential method. The major difference between accounting method and potential method is in accounting method we will use credit for storing some data, whereas in potential method we will use potential or potential function. In accounting method, the formula for the credit is credit equal to amortized cost minus actual cost. In accounting method, for calculating credit, this is the formula. In potential method, in place of credit, we are using potential. So potential equal to amortized cost minus actual cost. So what is the formula for the amortized cost? Amortized cost equal to potential plus actual cost. Let us move this actual cost to the left hand side. So amortized cost equal to actual cost plus potential. Okay. Here in accounting method or potential method, the amortized cost is denoted by C cap, C bar symbol, whereas actual cost is represented by C. So let us see the formula here. CI bar, amortized cost equal to CI, actual cost plus potential. Here we are calculating the potential difference. So for potential difference, the formula is pi of di minus pi of di minus 1. Here di means data structure after applying ith operation. Here the data structure is binary counter. So binary counter after applying ith operation. Whereas di minus 1 means data structure before applying ith operation. Okay. So I means after applying, whereas I minus minus 1 means before applying. So D means data structure. Whereas pi means potential function. So potential function is applied on the data structure. It will give a number. So potential pi is a potential function which maps from a data structure to a number. So if we apply potential function on a data structure, it will give a number. Pi of di means potential function after applying the data structure. Here what is the data structure? Binary counter. Pi of di minus 1 means potential function of the data structure before applying ith operation. Before applying ith operation. So now let us implement potential method using incrementing a binary counter. Here we have different columns. The first column is counter value. Here we have 9 counters from 0 to 8. The second column is the corresponding number in binary notation. So A of 3 is MSB, most significant bit. A of 0 is least significant bit. So 0 in binary notation is all zeros. Here we are using 8421 notation, binary notation. So 1 means 0001, likewise 8 means 1000. Next column represents actual cost. Next column pi of di. Next pi of di minus 1. Potential difference, amortized cost. Here we are calculating amortized cost for potential method using incrementing a binary counter. Okay. So let us calculate the actual cost. Here the actual cost means the number of changes from one counter to another counter. If you see here, For the first number, the actual cost is 0. Next, for the second number, how many changes are there from this 0 to 1? So 0 to 1, only one change. Remaining 3 bits are same only. So the actual cost is 1. Next, 2. From 1 to 2, how many changes are there? 1 is changing to 0, 0 is changing to 1. Remaining 2 bits are same only. So 2 changes. Next, 3 means 2 to 3. How many changes are there? So here we have 1 change. Remaining 3 are same only. Next, 4 means 3 to 4. How many changes? 1 to 0, 1 to 0, 0 to 1. 3 changes. Next, 5 means 4 to 5. How many changes are there? Only 1 change. Remaining 3 bits are same only. Next, 6 means 5 to 6. How many changes? 1 to 0, 1 change. 0 to 1, 2 changes. Next, 7 means from 6 to 7, how many changes? 0 to 1, 1 change. Remaining 3 bits are same only. 8 means 7 to 8. How many changes are there? 1 is changed to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 changes. So this is nothing but actual cost. Now let us calculate pi of di. So pi of di means potential of the data structure after applying ith operation. Here the data structure is binary counter. Let the operation is counting number of ones in the binary number. So pi of di means potential of the binary counter after counting number of ones in the binary number. So if you take this number, there are no ones. So that means pi of di is 0. If you take the second number, we have single one, next number, single one, next number, 2 ones, next single one, next 2 ones, 2 ones, 3 ones, single one. Next, let us calculate pi of di minus 1. Pi of di minus 1 means potential of the data structure before applying ith operation. Here the data structure is binary counter. So potential of the binary counter before counting number of ones in the binary number. So initially before this 0, we don't have any number. So that's why we have to write 0. Next, simply we have to copy this number. So this 0 specifies potential of the data structure before counting number of ones. So this 1 specifies after counting number of ones. So let us copy this one here. Next, let us copy this one here. Let us copy these 2 here. So if you see this one, so this one specifies before counting number of ones, the result is 1. This 2 specifies before counting number of ones, the result is 2. After counting number of ones, the result is 2. So before counting, the result is 1. After counting, the result is 2. Next, so copy this one, copy this 2, next copy this one, next copy this 2, next copy this 2, copy this 3. So after this we don't have any other number, so there is no need to copy this one. Next, potential difference means this value, pi of di minus pi of di minus 1. So 0 minus 0 means 0, 1 minus 0 means 1, 1 minus 1 means 0, 2 minus 1 1, 1 minus 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1 1, 2 minus 2 0, 3 minus 2 1, 1 minus 3 minus 2. Next, the formula for the amortized cost is actual cost plus potential difference. So we have to add this column, actual cost column, as well as potential difference column. So actual cost is nothing but Ci, amortized cost is nothing but Ci bar. So potential difference is nothing but pi of di minus pi of di minus 1. So we add these 2 columns. So 0 plus 0 0, 1 plus 1 2, next 2 plus 0 2, 1 plus 1 2, 3 minus 1 2, 1 plus 1 2, 2 plus 0 2, 1 plus 1 2, 4 minus 2 2. Now let us calculate the amortized cost. So for space constraints, I am erasing this portion. So amortized cost equal to amortized cost equal to, so let us add all these numbers. So 0 plus 2 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 plus 2. So how many 2's are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if we add 2 8 times, then the result is 16. So we can write 16 as 2 into 8. So 2 into 8. So here what is 8? 8 is nothing but number of increments. So here how many increments are there? 0 to 1, 1 increment, 1 to 2, 2 increment. Totally we have 8 increments are there. So 2 into, so this 8 is nothing but number of increments. Let it be n, number of increments. So here, so this 2 is constant part. So we can omit that. So what is the cost here? The cost or time complexity for the potential method using incrementing a binary counter is order of n. So for a sequence of n operations, here the cost or time complexity is order of n. Whereas for a sequence of 1, we can consider as order of 1. Okay. So this is about potential method using incrementing a binary counter.